Hello everyone, in this short video we'll look into an interesting quirk of Bash that can lead to command injection and is often overlooked. So here I have this simple script that just like bin bash typeset takes a variable and then assigns a variable and echoes a. Just it doesn't even echo the variable we assign. So I can just run it real quick. Set 5, 10. We can see it's still echoing just whatever is assigned to 5. But this actually vulnerable to a command injection vulnerability. So because of the way Bash evaluates arithmetic expressions, it's often possible to inject our own commands using subshell. And here I have some kind of explanation for you. So this is normal assignment, x equals 10. But one example where you can do variable assignment in a weird way is this one, where you give it x, then give it a subshell command, and this could be any command. This could be like echo 0, echo 50, and this will be processed first, and only that will assign a value. But this doesn't even make sense because it's not even used. It will just get processed, but it will always get the value of 100. This will just error out. But this means whenever there's arithmetic expression happening, we can inject our own commands. And this is not the only example. We go to Bash documentation right here and go into shell arithmetics. You can see that curly brackets, regular brackets, then there are also -eq, less than, declare, type. All this use arithmetic expressions when it's referenced, and all of them can be exploited via this bash command injection. So I know it probably doesn't make too much sense, but we can use payload like this. You probably saw it in my bash history it showed up, but we can do a payload like this. When we're dealing with arithmetic expressions, so like who am I? And we need to output standard R to standard N, and it's going to be N2 to make sure we get the output, otherwise it's going to be blind. So yeah, this theoretically unexploitable script. Let's see how we can exploit it. So we do typeset as sage. And 2. And we get command injection. It will execute every time. And this is not just a bash command, it actually the script being abused. So if I run as root, it will run as root instead of just saying who am I. Oh. So that's just one example, typeset and declare. If you see those, pay attention. If you can control some kind of output that's being assigned to a variable, you can potentially exploit it. Next one I got is this brackets variation. It can also be like this. Or someone. This is also exploitable if you can control it. So it would be the same payload, or just change the name to brace. So this just takes a variable and assigns it to n, also vulnerable. It's gonna give you some weird error, but yeah, we got the command injection right here because if I type who am I, that's just my user. And I can show you similar with regular brackets. So one. Did I mess it up? Or it's all wrong? I'm sure it's supposed to work. Conditional command. Oh, this is only for conditional commands, sorry. If it's not a condition, you can only exploit this once. Now I'm gonna show you the example with regular brackets. So we got this condition. I want to work with EQ. So $1 was it before? So here we got the conditional expression. This can be -eq, -less than, -greater than. There's a GitHub issue for a tool called shell check. This is used to analyze bash scripts for different vulnerabilities and misconfigurations. But yeah, they have it reported. So if you do -eq greater than or less than, and you're able to control the input, this will also lead to command injection because it is also an arithmetic expression. So just to demo this, let's save this real quick. We got this binary operator, and we get the same payload, but it can be literally anything. And it executes my command. It can be less than that as well, or greater than. All this get executed. I also want to show us kind of an interesting one is CSV injection. Basically, if there's some kind of bash script that reads a CSV file and it uses arithmetic expression that's insecure like this, no validation, nothing, and you're able to control this field, which I can because here I just have a basic Python script that generates a CSV file with the correct inputs, and here I have my command. So if I run this CSV injection script, this is also vulnerable to command injection and executes it. And if it runs as root, it'll get execution as root. So yeah, I just thought this was interesting. I wanted to share this. But yeah, these examples are very simple. Probably won't see this in the real world, but this binary operators is something you might encounter because scripts often do some kind of comparison. For example, if it looks at the web application, some kind of custom web application monitoring script, you can inject your data into logs. For example, you got shells www data, and there's a bash script runs out checking something like status code is equal 200. And if it takes status codes, for example, like equals dash some kind of for a file that you can control, for example, while log. My app logs.text, something like this. So for example, if you're able to write your own, overwrite my app logs.text with your own status code, that will have this command injection vulnerability. That will just have this command injection. The moment this application or the moment this bash script processes it, it will execute the command because of the way bash arithmetic expressions work and allow you to inject commands. Well, that's it. I just want to share it because I thought it was interesting. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. And before I leave, I'll also leave the links in the description for the research, bash manual, and GitHub. Alright, take care.